Hello, everybody. This is Moo. This is going to be the second installment of the of my review and somewhat brief commentary of the New Edition Part Two movie that came out tonight, and it was very fantastic. Yes, it was wonderful, 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 wonderful. Um, I'm going to put a disclaimer on here. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. If you haven't seen Part Two and you think it's going to be an issue, Uh, I suggest probably look at it, the part two movie or in part one. If not, we're gonna go in. Yes, tonight was interesting because we see the group has no longer little guys, no more they're grown men, young men, and we see that the group has gotten rid of Brooke Payne. They have a new manager, this white Caucasian person. Can't think of the person's name. He's the new manager that the mothers wanted to have. Some of the mothers, except for one person, that didn't really want him. He makes promises that they're going to get everything they want, and he's going to make everything right for them. And it's a part where they're in the studio and they're recording a song, Mr. Telephone Man, and Bobby clowns Michael Bivins, and then they go into a limousine, and Mike's trying to get a seat in the limousine. Everybody's trying to push him out of the limousine, so he gets mad, and Bobby says something through the sunroof of the limousine, and he spits at him, and they get into a fist fight, a scuffle. Everybody's into a fight. Uh, the manager wants to fire Michael. Bobby and them say no, we're not gonna let you do that. So, and then we also see the intern fighting with with different members of the group. Bobby with his situation with the drugs and recklessness on stage, and there's a part where the manager uh, wants to fire Bobby, and they want the group to vote him out. And you can tell there's a lot of apprehension between the group members. Uh, that's their brother. Despite whatever problems, brothers fight, they argue, but they still brothers. And they didn't really want to do it. And he's telling them is your careers, your lives, your family's lives at risk, and he's putting your family's lives at risk. So they vote him out. Uh, the mothers of the mothers of the group, um, they want to have a meeting with the Caucasian new manager. I don't know the guy's name, but at their house in the projects, and they want to see all the book work, all the paperwork, all the receipts, and he's telling them that all the expenses, this, the video expenses, this, that, everything's calculated, the budget, this and that, and there's no money right now, but it'll be something maybe next year. And they telling the same old song and dance stuff, the same old lies that they've been telling them. Yeah, I said was in the first part of the movie, the same lies, the same deception. Um, then there's an episode, part of a scene where Michael Bivins is in the car with the bodyguard, and he's telling him about the business, and you need to learn about the business and this, that, and the third. He's kind of putting him on game, and Mike sees the record cover of the album and says they see some type of production company thing, and he's upset. So he goes and storms into the MCA and talks to the owner. That's the brother that's played by the actor Tank, the R&B singer Tank, and he goes off and saying, "What's the deal?" And he said, "Well, our manager told us that was supposed to get this and supposed to get that. And he was telling them there's a difference between business and the business industry of music and somebody telling you stuff. He said anybody can tell you anything. And he was putting them on game. And Michael was saying, well, I don't understand why they did, how he told us this, and then he didn't do that, and this, that, and the third. And he said, well, welcome to the music business. So there's another part. Michael gets him a lawyer, gives him some different other managers, and he has a meeting because the owner of MCA told Michael that their manager has a production deal that's not under MCA, and that the production deal he basically controls all the money, everything goes to him, and they just getting the little pieces out, the little chips that fall off from what he wants to give them. So Michael gets very intelligent, and I got to give it Michael Bivins credit. He got real smart, and he went up in that meeting. He met with the guy in the restaurant, and had his lawyers and everything, threw in paperwork, and he said, "You fired me?" He said, "Yeah, that's what it is." And he said, he ordered some prime rib and said, he'll pay for that. Put on his tab. He can pay for that. And walked out of there. That was a player move. Michael Bivins was real, and that was a smart, intelligent brother. All these guys are brilliant. And we see somewhere in the onslaught of of this particular movie that Johnny Gill's introduced into the group, and Ralph is very apprehensive a little bit about Johnny being part of the group, and he's already wants to do a solo project, and he wants to lead the group and do a solo project, and so they bring in Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the ultra producers of R&B music, and they're going to produce the new album, and they want Ralph to do another new edition album, then he can do his solo project. So he was hesitant at first, but he went and did it. But he was kind of apprehensive when Johnny was brought into the dynamics of the new member of the group. And but once he saw Johnny lay down his tracks and he had a talk with Johnny, he told him, it was nothing personal, that they had a good talk and everything was cool like brothers, And so like I said, the night was a wonderful night. With this movie is probably one of the best things I think BET has ever produced. Seriously. BET gets a lot of flack for putting out a lot of ratchet shows back in the day. So this was a very excellent piece for the second part tonight, and the continuation will be part 3 tomorrow. I will review that and do another commentary review for part 3. So I'll say, if you like what you heard tonight, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. And I'll see y'all again for the next review. Peace to everybody. Thank you.